All right. Y'all ready to have a panel? Yeah. Woo-hoo! So, how do you two feel about being here in beautiful Shreveport, Louisiana at Geek'd Con, meeting all these wonderful fans?
I've been having fun. It's nice being back. I was here 2 years ago, so it's fun being back, having some good food while I'm here too. So it's been a fantastic weekend so far.
Yeah, it's my first time, and everyone's been really extremely lovely, and great food, great company, so very happy to be here.
All right, guys, that's y'all's cue. You guys go to the furthest south.
That's not how it is in Alabama. We always call it, don't go to L.A. I'm from Huntsville, so I can say that.
I just wanted to ask, what was your thought process when you approached your character art?
Don't fuck up. No, I just kind of, I'm like, I don't know what this says about me. I just kind of went in there and just did my thing. I didn't really go through a big, huge thought process really too much, because I just did a little research before I went in. Just like I got the basic gist of the character from watching All Hallows Eve when Mike Giannelli played him before, and I was like, okay, this guy is kind of like an evil Mr. Bean. Let's kind of take that approach to him. And I wanted to, because my background is in physical comedy, and I wanted to add more of that aspect, the clowning aspect to art, because Mike played him basically as just a guy dressed as a clown. But I wanted to add him, make him more of an actual clown. I figured that would separate him from all the horror icons, the silent killers that came before him, like Jason and Michael Myers and all that. And I figured, that way he can have more personality. And since he's a clown, he can express more. He can be very animated. And I was lucky enough that the makeup that they put me in is not a static mask like, Michael and Jason and stuff like that. So I had this free range of expression. It's like, I can have a lot of fun with this. So I can add a lot more character to him. And I think in that way, being able to inject some humor into the characters allowed us to have more freedom to do what we do with these horrible, horrible kill scenes, because you're laughing at things you shouldn't be laughing at. And I think that's given us a little bit more freedom there. It's like, okay, yeah, they're doing horrible things, but he brought in some salt. That's funny. That's okay. That's just art.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't have to do any Jared Leto stuff where I have to, live as the character the whole entire time I'm there. I think everybody on set would want to kill me.
Miserable.
Yeah. So, yeah. Though I do pull pranks all the time on set, too. So, yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay, so both of your questions. I was John Wick 2 years ago. Yes, and also if they do a crossover between John Wick versus Art the Clown, who will prevail?
The audience.
I like that. The audience.
The
That's
audience.
a good answer.
That would be one hell of a fight. Oh, my God. I never even thought of that, but...
That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It would be amazing.
Just like a long sequence of you getting your ass kicked.
Both of them would just keep on getting their asses kicked and keep coming back for more and more and more. It's just like... I look at, John Wick 4 when he just goes down the stairs, when he gets kicked down those stairs... And it's like hundreds of stairs he falls down, and he goes back up and gets kicked down again. I'm like, oh my God, this poor guy. So I think that would be a fun matchup between the two of them.
Yeah, and a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, it's good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, I didn't come up with a good structured question, so I'm just gonna go generic here. What were some of y'all's favorite kills that y'all did in any of the Terrifier films, or even the ones that I know Vicky wasn't really around until the third and didn't really do a lot of killing, but anyway, what were some of y'all favorite?
So kills that we were involved in, or just kills in general?
Or just in general. It could be the popular ones, or at least whichever
one. Well, I'll start because I'm a little baby, and most of these kills scare the hell out of me, and I cover my eyes, so I probably haven't seen a full kill in its entirety. You know that. You know that. I've said this many times. I've seen bits and pieces, literally bits and pieces. I loved the opening. Yes, I am. The opening of 3. 3 was with Chrissy Fox. I think that's one of the best setups in horror movies as of recent for a movie in general. And Chrissy Fox is unbelievable. Her scream is gut-wrenching, and that whole sequence is just from Damien's direction to you doing your murdering. It's just phenomenal.
Me
And
doing
you
my
don't even
murdering.
see much. You doing your murdering, and you don't even see much, which is what makes it
No, I
even
know.
that much more amazing.
Yeah. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. I mean, my personal favorite one is the Santa Claus kill. I think that one's just so much. That whole entire scene's my favorite scene in the movie that I got to film. It's just fun. We were going to go further with it, but we literally ran out of time because we just had to be out of that building. And we were going to, in addition to shoving the carrot in his nose, I was going to light coal on fire and shove it into his eyes. Yeah, I know. Because I was going to do this whole thing where I was like juggling the coal too, like, ooh, hot, hot, and shove it into his eyes. I'm like, man, stupid time. I mean, it's like if we hadn't wasted time on other things as we usually do on that set. So it's like, that's how it goes. But I mean, of course, there's so many other great kills in these movies. I mean, like the shower scene was just batshit crazy. I love that one. That's just like I think every single man on set when we got to the bisection of Cole is like I did not know they built the meat and 2 veg for that. And so they literally took a chainsaw to that thing, and when you see the meat getting just thrashed around, every single guy on set is going, "Oh God, no!" But I'm like, but that's a good sign, guys. If we're doing that, the audience is going to do that.
You know what's an underrated kill though is the Johnny when he gets his head
Oh yeah,
skinned, because one thing that was really awesome, that was the first time I've ever seen animatronics in person.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan, who's our amazing special effects person, is actually sitting over there. We tortured him throughout all of 3, but he's the man behind all those gags that you've seen.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I ever seen. Well, I just love Johnny Abrams. He's like the best, and he's a lot of fun to work with. But him getting scalped and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah,
The
that head was
animatronics are really cool.
Yeah.
Wow, have you seen that before?
No,
I've never seen anything
used
like
an
that.
animatronic
Yeah.
before. Like, well, we kind of did it. Yeah, we did kind of. We had the animatronic for Allie in part 2 with the bedroom. Damien built that himself, and it was like a puppet. It was more of a puppet than an animatronic.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that thing moved. And I walk in the room, and it just goes. And I'm like, oh God, no! Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire. No. It is that it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, amen.
I was like, oh, because I didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't know anybody was actually going to be operating that thing at that point.
Allie's
So
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was just walking in the room and that moved. I'm like, God, no. Yeah, they got me. So that's also another one of my favorite kills. Of course, is Allie's kill, and that's a kill that like evolved because of COVID. Because we started filming the kill scene. We did the very intro of it where I like chase her into the room and I throw her on the bed and start cutting her, and then COVID happened, and so we had all that time to kill because we're just in lockdown.
Time to kill.
Yeah. But we were under lockdown in New York, and Damien's like, well, I don't want to just sit here and do nothing for all these months. I got all this time now to build these prosthetics, so I'm going to go back to the drawing board. He did that both for that kill and the coroner's kill at the beginning of the movie, and fleshed them out more and just went crazier
Keep
with
saying
them.
like flesh them out.
Yeah.
Just keep
I
dropping
love my
words.
terminology.
Yeah, you do. Time to kill.
But so that's why that scene became so much bigger and grander, because Dame was like, I'm just gonna go like bat for the fences here and go crazy and just go so extreme with this and do horrible things to her. And I'm like, okay. And so we did, and that's what happened. He actually got the idea for that kill scene from looking into the very first crime scene photo ever made, which was Mary Kelly's body from Jack the Ripper. And it's where she's sitting on the bed, and she's all it just looks, it's hard to tell that's even a human being because it's all just destroyed. And he's like, let's take that and like deconstruct that and see how it got to this phase. And that's where he came with the idea for the bedroom scene kill.
Hello.
Sorry. I was just waiting for that. My question is, who do you think has a higher kill count, Joker or Art the Clown?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. I mean, I would say probably right now Joker might, but we don't actually know how many people Joker's killed. Thank you very much. Thank you. But I mean,
He did blow
Art-
up children, but I guess
yeah, but
a group of them.
I say Art's a little bit more sadistic with his kills, and I think that we haven't seen all what Art's going to do yet. I mean, personally, I don't know what's going to happen in Part 4, but I would love to see one just giant mass kill scene. Like hundreds of people just killed at once by Art,
God.
and I think that would be fun. But, that's up to Damien. It's like, I'd love to surpass Jason's kill
I see
count.
Ryan laughing over there.
Yeah.
with the task
Do you
again.
know something I don't?
No, he's laughing because of all that.
Oh,
work.
yeah, you're thinking all the work you would have to do?
Yeah, to make that happen.
Yeah.
And all the time we don't have to
It's
make
like,
that
David,
happen.
shut up. Just bodies exploding. We'll have to do full body scans of everybody, and that'll be no. David, shut up.
Hi. I saw yesterday y'all took a picture with Necromancer Haunted House. I want to know what it felt like being with all those clowns and everyone in costume.
For a second, what was that again?
Yesterday, I saw y'all took pictures with the clowns from Necromancer. I want
Yes.
to know what it felt like being with all of them.
Oh, that was fun. That's fun. It's like my clown brethren. So that, it's like a family reunion, but different.
I know they'll like that because I'm part of the crew, so
Oh,
I'll
that's
tell them when I see
awesome.
them.
Yes.
I'll tell them when I see them.
Of course.
Hi, I have a question. Okay, so you did an interview a while back, and you were talking about a scene that you asked for them to use a double, and in Terrifier 3, and he didn't use a double.
No.
And you're talking about how you got sick, and you said I told him I'm going to get him back. So my question is, have you gotten him back yet?
No, I haven't gotten him back yet. What she's talking about is the rat scene in Part 3.
Yes.
The rats were fine. The rats were adorable.
They were very cute.
They're
No
so
rats
cute.
were harmed.
No rats were
no,
harmed.
not those were rats. Were bougie rats.
Yeah.
They were doing better than all
Yeah.
us on that.
They
day.
had big balls, though.
One of them had.
One of them
them had big
especially. There was
balls.
like, it's the bit where we had the head in the cage, and we had this great shot going on. We're like, oh, this is great. And the rat crawls up part of the cage, and his balls are sticking right between the two bars. We're like, well, can't use that shot now. It's like, well, that's all you're looking at are these big, huge rat balls right here. It's like,
It would have
no.
been so much cooler if y'all did, though.
Yeah, rat balls.
David keeps complaining
Rat balls.
because David had to look at those balls. I had to hold those balls.
Yeah.
So I was holding them.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut there. But
So do you feel that in Terrifier 4 that there's going to be a scene that's going to probably one-up that one?
Oh, of course. Damien always takes those things as a personal challenge. And I don't doubt that he's going to try to gross me out again. And what this was is I can't stand puke. I can handle poop. I can handle blood. I can handle all the guts and all that kind of. That's fine. Puke, I do not like. I just can't. I never liked it. I just, nope. Like my girlfriend, if we ever have kids and stuff like that, I'm like, honey, you're going to take care of the puke. I will handle all the other boo-boos and stuff like that. You just do the puke, or you're going to have a lot more puke to clean up. I'm just like, honey, no. No.
I could just see the child
If
projectile
you're doing all the
vomiting and
baby
you
diapers, that's a
projectile
pretty good
vomiting.
trade-off.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Diapers. I've changed so many diapers when I was a babysitter and stuff. That's fine. But puke, no. And that's the thing is like that whole entire scene. That's what with the ant puking through that tube was just gross. And there's like.
Well, there's also one time where it like accidentally just shot
Yeah.
across the room
Yeah.
randomly.
Thankfully, they had a tarp up, so it just goes on this tarp. But I mean, it like projectile vomited full force. Just, and I was like, oh, God, no. And it was this horrible smelling cream of mushroom soup with some other stuff in it. And this house was hot. It was just so hot and humid in there. So it was like, God, no. It stank to high heaven. And then she comes down with this bag of corn nuts that she's eating. It smells
There's
like
actually
hell.
corn nuts in the hotel lobby, so if anyone wants to buy them and then eat them in front of
Shut
dinner,
up.
I highly recommend it.
Shut up, Sam. And she's right up in my face. She's, hey, what's wrong
Ryan,
with
did
you?
that actually happen? I don't think that happened, Ryan. did it?
It did. I remember
I've got
that.
someone here to ask.
Oh, that is like fresh in my memory. That's cemented there, and I'm just like, huh? And she's got that horrible makeup on, so she looked like hell warmed over.
I actually
anyway.
probably had a corn nut like stuck in my
Oh,
mask,
you
is
probably
what
did.
happened.
It was just probably in there, just like, heck, heck. I'm just like, go away, go away. And they're just like, no, let's keep filming. So everybody's got their camera phones out trying to get me, just like, come, Dave's gonna puke, Dave's gonna puke. And my other makeup artist Heather's on the side, like, don't you fucking dare, don't you dare, because she had spent all day doing my makeup and everything, and she's like, no. Because she's like, yeah, we only had one mask for the day, and if I ruined that mask, we would have been messed over
You wouldn't have
big
finished the
time.
day.
No. And she's like, David, I'm like, it's not my fault. They're making me do this. And I'm like, because I would sometimes have people fill in for me for my hand or my arm or leg or whatever when I was in makeup or something like that. And so I'm like, hey, can Steve Delasala come over here and just be my arm right now holding the tube? And they're like, no, Dave, no, your face is in the shot, so we have to use you. And I'm like, I hate you guys so much. And then I went back and watched the movie, and my face is never in the fucking shot.
So they could have used the double the whole time.
Yeah, they could have, but no, they wanted to torture Dave. I mean,
Yeah.
Damien's over
Any
there just
moment
laughing.
we can torture
his,
Dave, we
yeah.
torture Dave.
Oh yeah,
Like-
Damien loved
Any
it.
moment.
He's like, yeah.
I think when you asked him, hey, can you use someone else? Don't use me in that shot because I will get sick.
Yeah.
I think that kind of gave him that challenge, like, he
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
want to do it. Oh, I'm going to put him in
Oh
there.
yeah.
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure it was like premeditated.
Yeah,
I'm
I even
definitely
had a
sure he
stunt
put
double
the
on
cues
set
in there.
too,
And
in full costume and everything. They're still like
Full
no.
prosthetic.
Yeah, full prosthetic and a costume. Like, can Bobby's fully dressed up? Like, nope, Dave, you got to do it. I'm like, I hate you.
And I noticed in that scene, it's like, I was watching that scene, and every time he would slap Cian upside the head, I was like, I said, Art is like really pissed off in this scene. And then later when I found out about that, and I was like, that probably played a lot into Art being like really pissed off.
It was gross. It's gross. I don't like it. It's also like when I went to like Halloween Horror Nights last year at Universal in the Insidious house, they had a room with like a puke room where someone was vomiting into a toilet. And I had this group in front of me the whole entire time. They were going through the house really fast, and we get to that one room, and I guess they were waiting for the animatronic to puke. So they're taking their time, and like, get the fuck out of this
Wait, is
room.
there a room with the rats in horror this year?
I
hope
can't
there
say.
is.
But
I hope there is.
Oh no. But it was that the room smelled so bad.
Is it sound induced?
It's
Is it
sound
the-
induced. It's the smell in that room. It was bad. If anybody went to that, you know what I'm probably talking about. It was bad. And I'm like, get me out of this room right now. And they're like, and I had like our PA from Terrifier 3 with me. He's like, oh God, Dave, you poor thing, because he knew exactly what I went through on set. He was just laughing his ass off at me. I'm like, this is my nightmare. Get me out of here. I don't like puke. That's the story.
Hi again, guys.
Hi.
Nice seeing you. So my question is, what dream role do you have? Like, it could be in any genre. Just what dream role would you love to play and why?
Oh God, you know this, so you start and I'll start thinking. No, I don't. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but you answer so I can think. No, I got to think about this. You answer so I can think. I know what you're gonna say.
I think everybody knows what mine is. You know, this one would truly put a smile on my face. That's definitely my dream role. That's like Joker
you would
is
do an
my
awesome
favorite
job at
villain
it.
of all time. And I was that was the only clown I was afraid of as a kid too. I had the Mego figure of the Joker, and as a little kid, my mom had to hide it from me for about a few months until I got used to him because I was so afraid of the Joker figure. And then he became my favorite, and so I've been cultivating this character for about 20 years, trying to like figure out how to play him. You know, like my version, because I've always wanted to bring the comic book accurate version of Joker to life. I'm tired of Hollywood trying to do new weird things with the character. I'm like, no, I want to do the version that has been people's favorites for over 80 years. There's a reason this character has been so beloved for so long, and I want to bring that version to life. So my version is what I think were the best versions of the Joker, with Cesar Romero and Mark Hamill, and I put a little bit of Vincent Price in there too, because I always thought he would have been an amazing Joker if he ever had a chance to play him. And so that's what I've been working on for years. I recently did a short film called Joker's Wild, where it was just like my thank you. It was my makeup artist from The Mean One. She is just came to me one day. She's like, hey, I just want to put you in Joker makeup. And I'm like, oh, that would be fun. Let's do that. And then I'm like, well, I actually have some monologues I memorized over the years from the Joker, from like The Killing Joke and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, we could put that on video. Then I'm like, yeah, that'd be fun. Then she has I have a friend that's a director, and he's a big, huge DC fan, and he mentioned that he would like to get you on film playing the Joker, and he's written a scene where it's like a recreation of Jason Todd's death from Death in the Family. And I'm like, oh, that would be fun. But he's like, he wants to do it like a horror bent to it. And I was like, oh, that would be even better. So that's what we did for it. So we just took one day and just filmed this little short film called Joker's Wild, and had a lot of fun with it. And now it's winning all these like film festivals all over the world right now. We've won several, and we're right now in semifinals for like I think 3 or 4 other ones right now. It's just it's sweeping the world. So it seems like there's like people like what I've done with the characters. So I'm hoping that a certain Mr. Gunn gives me a chance to actually bring him to life, because I would really love to sit down with James Gunn and because I know he is a true comic fan. And I think he's the type of person that would actually bring this character to life in the right way. And I would love to work with him and really come up with a great version of this character that is accurate to the comics, is so sinister and twisted, but also fun and funny at the same time, and bring him to life. And so hopefully one day I'll get that chance, but you never know. I just like to put that out there to the world.
What about you, Samantha?
I don't have a specific role, but I have a specific type of character I really want to play. I'm excited to play, because I think I kind of dipped my toe in with Terrifier as Vicky, and it's that kind of unhinged, villainous. It's like the Angelina Jolie and oh my God, I just blanked on it. You know what? Yeah. Oh man, I almost said Cruel Intentions. It's not Cruel Intentions. You know what I'm talking about? No. Oh. No. It was. Yeah, they're locked in the insane asylum. Girl interrupted. Thank you. Wow, I thought it and then I blanked out on it. Thank you. And or like the Helen Bonham Carter. Yeah, I like the psychological kind of darker characters, or like Ellen Bonham Carter and the Harry Potter series, or any kind of unhinged female.
I think you would do really good at it.
I think I have a lot more to exercise.
If Vicky is anything to show us, then yeah, I think you would do amazing.
That. Yeah. Well, thank you. Great
guys.
question. Thank you. Thank you for having me think of that. I'm going to high five. Exercise them demons. I do. What was that? For not liking vomit, he likes to talk about it for a long time, and then is that a vomit? Is that? Oh, okay. Hello.
Hi. So, I wanted to ask, out of all the things that that the director has written for Art the Clown and Vicky to do, is there anything that he came to y'all with that y'all were just like, this might be going too far? I don't know about this.
Well, like when he wrote the Clown Cafe scene in part 2, originally that was going to be a bunch of kids getting shot.
They still were kids, but they were supposed to be children.
But they were adults dressed as kids. But originally we were going to use little kids in that scene with me mowing them down with a Tommy gun. And I'm like, yeah, this might not be a good idea given like school shootings and everything right now. So it's like, I mean, it would be a good commentary and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like we might get a lot of hate for killing a bunch of kids in like maiming them with a Tommy gun. So I was like, well, that's where it's like, well, why don't we just dress these adults up as kids, and it gets the same point across. And so I thought that was a much smarter thing to do there. But then we blow up a bunch of kids in a mall. So fuck them
Whatever.
kids.
I think when I read one, like Terrifier, the original, I didn't understand who Art the Clown was. I always say that when you read an Art the Clown script or Terrifier script, you don't know who Art the Clown is, which I didn't with one. I didn't understand the humor and the comedy. It wasn't like he wasn't jumping off the page. So Damien really writes in full description like what he's imagining. So if you read that script, it's pretty brutal to read. So I almost didn't take one because I was like, this is so fucking violent and this guy's a fucking nut job. Like he's absolutely crazy. But then after one, and I did it and I understand them and I love them all, nothing was kind of off limits. So when I read, yeah. Well, rat balls. Besides I was actually into the rat balls. No, I'm not. I wasn't into the rat balls. No, but when I find that my character always does the most absurd things. Like even though a lot of people have the most horrible deaths and kills, my character's birthing the head. She's with the glass. But I never read the birthing scene because that was thought about later. And then he's like, okay, because we had to. Do you guys know the original story with we changed the ending in 2? Yeah, that birthing scene wasn't in the original script. That was something that we had to go back to later and decide. And then by the time the glass scene came, I was like already desensitized and dissociated, so it's fine.
we actually had like in the original script for 3, the ending was even about twice as long with that whole scene with the family, and it got much darker. And we just had to change it at the last minute because we're like, there's no way we can film all this in 5 days in this house. But it got dark.
And weird. I didn't. By that point, I didn't think it was too dark. But then I was like, something must be wrong with me. That
I
I'm
know,
not
but
reading this
it
as
got
dark.
dark.
I mean,
things we were doing to Gabby, especially, is that it got bad. And I wish I could tell you because I don't know if he's going to implement any of that in part 4. But
I don't think we can say anything. But
No,
there were scenes
but-
that
ooh.
everyone was like, "Oh, this is pretty bad," and I was like, "It's
Yeah.
not that bad, is it?"
It's just twisted. It was just very twisted. It's like, oh my god, these sick fucks. What are they doing to this
I was
poor
like, that
child?
sounds like fun, and I was getting to do
Yeah.
most of it.
Oh, I mean, I was laughing at it, but I'm like, this is dark.
So if you can only imagine.
Yeah. I wish I could tell you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got a joke for you.
Sweet.
What do you call a sleepwalking nun?
A sleepwalking nun.
A Roman Catholic.
A Rome. Oh, that's
I like it.
hilarious. I like that one.
I like it.
That's hilarious.
That's a good one.
I like that.
I like.
That was a good one.
Yes.
If y'all did a crossover between Terrifier and Avengers, who would be the first Avenger to die?
Oh, the Avengers.
The Avengers.
I love the Avengers.
The first Avenger to die. Probably Ant-Man.
Would it be Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Why?
Art would just go.
Yeah, but you would see him. You would pretend like you didn't see him. You'd be like,
Yeah.
like doing your little clowning, and then
Yeah. Then.
yeah.
Probably Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else would die.
I'm like, let's think here.
And who
Maybe
would
Hawkeye.
Probably be the one that survives the attack from Art the Clown and Avengers.
Probably the witch, right?
Probably the Scarlet Witch or Hulk.
Yeah.
Hulk, because Hulk's pretty much indestructible, so it's just like, yeah. Hulk
Or
smash.
Iron Man.
Yeah. No, Iron Man died, so he's
Oh,
all
did he?
snap.
I don't know. Wait. Oh. That was a good one. I see what you did. I see what you did.
Spoilers!
Snap.
Hello.
Hi.
I've heard a rumor that in Terrifier 4, the first 20 minutes is going to be Art's backstory. Is that true?
That is true.
Okay.
That is true. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. I don't know what it is yet. I'm very curious, like you guys are, because Damien's hard at work writing the script right now. But I'm like, because he and I, over the years, we've discussed so many different origins for him, and I think I know what he might have landed on, but I'm not quite sure. But I think also I know how he's going to address it, which is going to be a fun, creative way. And he's told me I'm going to be loving the intro and also the ending for part 4. So I'm very excited to see what he's got cooked up. So I was like, he has told me that it's going to be like part 4 is going to be like part 2 on steroids. So, like when Damien says something like that, I take him seriously because like. Especially when I've read some of the drafts of these scripts, I'm like, holy shit,
Especially because it's the final one in the series.
Yeah.
I know he's going to want to go all out.
Yeah. Huh. That was a fun sound.
So has there ever been a scene where you just go, yeah, we're not going to do that?
No.
Except for the puke scene.
Yeah, except for the puke scene. Yeah, no.
No, but you were game for that, even though you were
yeah,
going to vomit.
It was just
I feel like with Damien, because we trust him so much, and we believe in his vision, that we're just. I love pushing boundaries, and I think Damien's a boundary pusher. He's like, "Where's the line? Let's go further," and that excites me, especially during this time. So I'm like, "Let's fucking go." As uncomfortable as it may be at times, it's exciting to be a part of that.
Okay, imagine if Art the Clown is like a anti-hero action character. What would be his main focus?
Oh, got like anti-hero?
Yep.
I would think his thing, I would like to see him like doing like kind of a Death Note type of thing. But, you know, just like just going after people like or Dexter type of thing where he's just going after the people that truly deserve to die.
That would be so anti-art.
Yeah. Art goes to Washington.
It's
like he's just going on a rampage through Congress. It's just like, yep, you all suck. I'm going to make some budget cuts.
Okay, something like Art goes to the White House.
Yeah, anything like that. You know, so it's like so many options, really. Yeah. Art does his own rendition of Ice Ice Baby.
So how much of these characters are actually something that would be a persona of yourself?
I would say a lot of his like mischievousness comes from myself. I like to go around and pull pranks on people and
he likes to growl behind people.
Do growls.
He likes to bring his fart machine up
yeah.
here.
Oh yeah, I have a fart.
Do you have it? Oh,
I have
no.
my fart toy.
I shouldn't have brought it up. He's had it for the past like 6 conventions.
Someone gave it to me at a convention. I love this thing. It's so much fun. It's like,
oh my gosh.
You just
yeah, this is him. This is David. This is.
It's
Thank
fun.
you.
I bring this with me everywhere. I like to be in elevators. Sometimes just go, and people are like, I was like, I don't know who that was.
Has a lot of confidence to do that.
Yeah, I can just sit there for hours just.
Oh my god.
It's so much fun. I'm a big kid.
He's done now. You can.
How y'all doing there?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Well, I've been meaning to ask this question because I've watched all 3 Terrifiers, and I tell you the last one it shocked me so bad. That shower scene literally left me with so much trauma. It was ridiculous. It's a bloody masterpiece.
Did you wash your ass today?
I know, right? I know, right? And so my biggest question, because I've seen so many horror films, and I don't know if anybody else asked you this question, what's the one horror movie master that came before that's like your biggest inspiration? Like,
oh, Wes Craven.
Wes Craven?
Wes Craven, man. I'm like, good God. I'm like, you just look at the 2 franchises, especially I can think of, like Scream, which is a great intro for people. That was my intro really into horror, was Scream, because it talks about all the different conventions, you know, like that, all the stereotypes, and it plays off of those, which I think is great. Then you of course got Nightmare on Elm Street, which I think Freddy Krueger is the best horror villain ever created. It's just like that. Yeah. That character's genius because unlike all the other villains, you can just get in a car and drive the fuck away from any of these other guys. Freddy's in your dreams.
Right.
You have to sleep. If you don't sleep, you're gonna die. But if you sleep, you're gonna die. And then there's infinite possibilities with that character because all that happens in the dream world. So you get the amount of kill scenes. It's like that. It's infinite possibilities. And I'm like, that character is brilliant to me. And Wes Craven coming up with that character was just a mastermind. It's like, that's amazing. So I would say Wes Craven.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Guys, I got a question for Samantha.
Yes.
I read online somewhere that you said that your role later on in the films was like a final girl, but descending into madness.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel when they said they wanted to take that character and kind of put it in that position in the films?
I was super excited. I was like nervous because he told me he had finally figured it out after 2 when we had to switch the ending. So when the ending got switched, because the original ending, most of you sound like you know, was that art was coming out of the back of my head, and that would have killed my character. But because Malignant came out, we had to swap the ending, and that's when the birthing came, and I was able to survive that, of course. And that's when Damien had this like light bulb moment. He's like, "Oh, this is why I've kept Vicky around for all this long. I'm gonna have her take this direction as the villain." And I found that was extremely exciting because not very, very rarely as an actor do you get to play the final girl or a villain in any horror or any type of movie. But one franchise to go from final girl to villain was extremely exciting. But I also loved, like I said, it was like dipping my toe in to a type of character that I would love to keep, playing and playing and playing. And it just made a lot of sense. And you don't really see that often in the trajectory of a female character, where usually you have a character who's gone through a lot of trauma, but they overcome it. And no one ever really focuses on the individual who succumbs to it. And I think that's really exciting to portray because that's also a very real story that that people live day in and day out. And to be able to kind of bring that onto the screen has been really exciting. Yeah.
It's like one of the only other characters like that is in Saw.
From Saw, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, does she go straight like villain?
Yeah.
In that? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, how are y'all? So if and when you would get to portray the Joker in a pretty big film, do you think that you would mix characteristics from art with the Joker, or do you think you'd keep them separate?
Like mix like art and Joker?
Yeah, do you think that anything would leak over, or do you think you would try to keep them as separate?
I mean, there might be some things that leak up, but that's the funny thing is like I put a lot of Joker in art. Joker was definitely a lot of inspiration for a lot of the stuff art does, because like I especially look at like Joker finds the humor in the horrible things he does, and that's how art is too. He laughs at things that no one else laughs at, and Joker finds that same. He has that dark sense of humor. And I think that's what would leak back into Joker, because I would love to take things with Joker, because like if you've read the comics, he's done some really fucked up things in the comics to people.
Very.
Yeah, truly, like what he did to Jim Gordon's wife, where he like he throws a baby to her, and she goes to catch the baby, and he takes out a gun and just shoots her and leaves her to die in this pile of all these babies crawling. It's twisted, and there's the one off like the Joker comic they did where he gets out of jail, and it's all from the perspective of his henchman. He finds out like Harley had been working at a club, a strip club, and he's upset about that, so he takes the owner of the strip club and flays his body and shoves him out on stage without his skin on to perform in front of all these people. And I'm like, see, I would love to bring that type of Joker to life. That just sick and twisted, scary version of the character.
One of the most recent Joker comics, he's sitting on a bench at a bus stop, and it's raining, and this little girl's lost, and she comes up and she asks for help and says that she's lost, and he helps her get home. And then when the dad opens the door, he stabs the dad in the chest right in front of the little girl for letting the little girl be out by herself. Like, that's the Joker.
Yes, that's the Joker, and that's what I feel Hollywood has gotten wrong so many times about that character. It seems like sometimes he might do something that redeems himself, and then he's like, no. He kills the person that actually deserves it sometimes. And like the father is like, but in a very twisted way. And I love that about the character.
I could start to forgive you, Mr. Gunn, for firing Henry Cavill day one if you would give him the Joker job.
That's sweet. You're making me blush.
Yeah, I thought about, the Harley, but it's not the same. And even like with the Saw thing, like there's like a legitimate like thought process behind where that comes from.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the thing. It's like Sorry to get into Joker stuff. But I'm like, one of my favorite comic arcs of the Joker is the death of the family. It's the one where he had cut off his face and reattached it. Because it's his whole thing where he kidnaps the whole entire Bat family. But it's also the same storyline where Harley finally breaks away from him because he chains her into this room up against the wall, and there are all these other bodies in there with Harley Quinn outfits on. He's like, oh, wait, you thought you were the only one? No, you were just a means to end. I never loved you. You were just a toy for me, an instrument, a tool. And then it also gets into the whole reason like he's so infatuated with Batman. They even get the whole thing where he's like talking about how Joker's eyes dilate differently when he looks at Batman. Is because he says the only way someone's eyes dilate that way is when they look at someone they are in love with. And it's not like necessarily a romantic love, but it's that obsession. And so he's so obsessed with Batman, and that's why he kidnaps his whole entire family. He's just like, these people have made you weak. You are not who you used to be. It used to be about you and I. We complete each other. We are the opposite sides of the coin. We need each other, and they make you weak, and I can't stand that, and I have got to get rid of that because I need you to be back to who you were. And also he's like, I will never kill you. I will kill everybody around you, but I will never kill you, but I want you to kill me. Because if you kill me, I have finally won, and I have broken you. I've made you break your moral code. And those are the things I would love to really dive in deep with that character and bring to life. No.
David.
I know. I get excited. Sorry. He's such a dynamic character. I really feel like no one's really given him that kind of shot to really delve in deep with the psychology of that relationship between him and Batman. And I feel like he knows who Batman is. He knows he's Bruce Wayne. He's not stupid. But that doesn't matter to him because he understands Bruce Wayne is the mask. Batman is the real person.
If I was a rich man, this would already be happening. Like, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just tag him in this. Yeah.
You guys, you make this clown feel special.
All right, guys, y'all give it up for him.
Thank you.